Hello my fellow oddities, welcome to a new video, and of course the Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay trailer has come out, and I've already seen it. So this is not a live reaction, because it came out while I was at school, and yes, I watched it at school, made sure nobody could see my screen, because a lot of blood, but yeah, unfortunately I couldn't do a live reaction, because I'm not going to record myself at school talking to myself, because that is weird. So instead, I'm going to do a kind of reaction slash breakdown, going through the entire gameplay trailer in this video, pausing at certain points when I need to talk about something, whether it's a rumor, a theory I have, or just my general thoughts on whatever's happening on the screen at that time. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So here we have the Mortal Kombat 1 official gameplay debut trailer. So let's let it play. Likely mature, 17 plus. Yep, I would imagine. Alright. Warner Bros. Games, their own studios, of course, Mortal Kombat, and of course here we have Sub-Zero, and it does a zoom in, and that's cool, and there's ice powers and stuff. Now, we got two people on screen right now. First one, on the right, is obviously Kung Lao. I don't think there's any doubt that is Kung Lao. He has the hat. The hat is not bladed, which is a bit interesting. I wonder how they're going to do that in this game, because of course I don't think they're going to have Kung Lao without his signature bladed hat, so I'm interested to see what they do in this game, if he gets a new one or something like that. Now, who is the person on the left? I'm honestly not too sure. My first general thought is Raiden, because I don't know who else would Kung Lao be hanging out with, but honestly it could just be another Shaolin warrior, it could be a bartender, just some random guy who happens to be here or work here, whatever. Maybe. I don't know. It's just weird that Kung Lao seems so side by side teaming up with him. So, I don't know. We'll see. We have Scorpion with his rope spear. And then Sub-Zero tackles that one guy, which makes me think he is an important character, because why would Sub-Zero just... why would they show Sub-Zero just tackling some random dude? If he's just a random dude, why would they take the time to show that? So here we have Kung Lao in one of his outfits, the hoodie outfit, which is pretty cool. He attacked Scorpion. Now he's attacking Sub-Zero, and he has a whatever those are called. That might be his new weapon, since he doesn't have his hat anymore. So maybe in this skin he uses that instead of his hat. And we see the other guy who we just saw get tackled now in the background. So I think he's like a bartender or something. Or I don't know. Maybe. And we see another dude also right on Sub-Zero's left, or right on my left. But yeah, here we have Sub-Zero, and people have been arguing, is this Bi-Han? Is this Kuai Liang? Now, I'm a Bi-Han fan. You guys know that. He's my favorite Mortal Kombat character of all time. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to say that this is Kuai. Just the vibes I'm getting, especially with the Cryomancer arms. Bi-Han has never, ever, ever had Cryomancer arms. It's only been Kuai Liang who has them. So I feel like this is Kuai. And, you know, he is the more popular Sub-Zero of the two. So I do think it makes sense for NRS to go with this version of the character instead of Bi-Han. But let's play. He has a different voice in this. He says, "I've had enough of you," but he doesn't really sound like Steve Blum, who voiced him in MK11 and MKX. It seems like this is a new guy, so always up for that.
I have had enough of you. Then go before I put you
Kung Lao
down.
has the same voice actor I believe he had in Mortal Kombat 11, so that's cool. And yeah, we just have some gameplay. Kung Lao not wearing his hat at all, which is still interesting to me. Sub-Zero has his iconic weapons. There's not really anything too different with Sub-Zero, and we have, I'm assuming, another skin we're going to have for Liu Kang, Fire God Liu Kang. And here we have Scorpion and Sub-Zero. They're working together, and apparently they're brothers. So I don't know if that's adopted brothers, or if they're actually blood related brothers. Which, that would be interesting. Not sure how I feel about it. Because if this is Kuai Liang, then what are they going to do with Bi-Han? Is Bi-Han still in the picture? If this is Bi-Han, then is Kuai Liang still in the picture? And there's just a lot of questions. So, I don't know. I'll have to see more. And also in the background, I believe that is another Lin Kuei. I love this Lin Kuei design because it's very traditional ninja style, and I don't know, just the design of it looks awesome, and just how it interacts with the world. I would love to see like a Sub-Zero design that looks a bit closer to something like this.
Come, there are other
But yeah, and we have Fire God Liu Kang. Okay, let's talk about what we just saw. So we have Fire God Liu Kang basically assembling a team of Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kung Lao, Raiden, and maybe that other dude that we were just talking about, who might be Raiden. I don't know who any of these people are. But yeah, it seems like Liu Kang is assembling a team, like the Avengers, to, I'm guessing, combat some sort of threat. If I had to guess, it would probably be Shang Tsung that they're trying to go against. So, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. We'll have to find out more later on when the game gets closer to a release. But this now is the part of the trailer where my heart exploded out of my chest for a few split seconds. Because, hold on, if I can pause it at the right, okay. Might take a moment. This guy looks exactly like Cole Young, and I'm honestly thinking that Liu Tan might be the face model because it is uncanny. This guy, if we let it play on a little bit, talks about Sento. This guy, who has tattoos on his hands, this guy is Kenshi, which you can clearly see by his gameplay. But he looks exactly like Cole Young. If we look at the face image we just got back here,
And I won't give it up without him.
he looks exactly like Cole Young, and I was terrified for a moment, but it's not Cole Young. This is Kenshi. Apparently, in this game, he is a member of the Yakuza, which is interesting. He's not like, I don't know what he was before. Was he a samurai, or is he just like a guy who was kind of operating on his own? I don't know. But with him being a part of the Yakuza, that makes me feel like this game is going for a more grounded approach with its characters. It's not going to have super out there characters, and if they do include those types of characters, they're going to be changed heavily, which makes me kind of be reminded of like Mortal Kombat Legacy or Mortal Kombat Rebirth, which doesn't inspire much confidence, but maybe this is just for Kenshi. They're changing a lot of stuff. Maybe this character just happens to be one of the characters that they decided to ground a bit more than the other ones. Hopefully. I hope they don't make all the other characters like super realistic or whatever, because that's just not really Mortal Kombat to me. Yeah, here we have some more gameplay. Kenshi. He looks good. The quality went down a little bit. Whatever. Here we have the dual X-ray system with the cameo fighters. Very interesting. I love how the X-rays look in this game. Yeah, Kenshi doing his part. Ooh. Yeah, and I like it. Then we have some Johnny Cage. That was pretty cool throw. Nut punch, as always. And Fire God Liu Kang is here. We got Scorpion and Sub-Zero maskless. They're clean shaven, which is interesting.
God of fire.
Alright, now we got some Fire God Liu Kang and Jax as a cameo fighter. It seems like Jax is one of the characters that is only a cameo fighter and not playable on the main roster. We got some Scorpion gameplay as well. He has a new spear. Let me see if I can get a good look at it. But as you can see, his spear is now more of a scythe. At least that's what it looks like. He doesn't have any swords anymore. Interesting. So that might be his new hand-to-hand weapon that he uses all the time. So he might use it as both a spear and just his normal slicey-dicey weapon, which is interesting. So let's continue. Got more Fire God Liu Kang. Awesome. We have this Wuxi Academy. Wow, he really does look like Cole Young, guys. We have a young Raiden, still has his lightning abilities. So I'm guessing Liu Kang probably gave him those powers, because why else would he have powers if he's not a god anymore? But yeah, we have the Wuxi Academy. This is a classic stage from Mortal Kombat, the 3D era. I don't remember which game it was specifically. Also, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. But we're not fighting on the place that's held up by these giant statues for fighting just in front of it, which doesn't really matter. I think this stage works more for a 3D game anyway. So we have Kano as a cameo fighter. Actually, I think I might have missed it, but we also have Sonya as a cameo fighter as well. So Sonya, Kano, and Jax are all going to be cameo fighters. Doesn't seem like they'll be on the main roster. We have a sneak peek at a fatality for Raiden. Fatalities in this game are going to be very interesting. Melina has a brand new backstory. She has like a disease, and it's making her teeth grow out and making her basically how Melina traditionally is. So I guess she's just like a normal sister of Katana, but she's like cursed. She's also the queen of Edenia. If you listen to this dialogue, or do you secretly covet my throne?
Covet my throne.
Which means that she has the throne. So I'm not really a fan of Melina having the throne, because that feels like just pandering, because there's all the people on Twitter who are like, Melina, oh, queen, Khanum, all that stuff, and that feels like it's just like you didn't really want to have Melina be queen for an interesting story perspective. It just feels like you're pandering to the Twitter people, which is kind of lame. I don't know if she's the queen of Outworld or the queen of Edenia. I would assume Edenia, because this stage looks a lot like somewhere we see in Edenia. Yeah, this is Edenia. So Edenia has not been taken over by Outworld yet in this timeline. There's a lot of purple, which makes me think Sindel might still be alive, or it could also just be Melina, who, by the way, Melina, she's more of like a dark red than she is like pink or purple. Like kind of dark magenta. Interesting. I also like how Katana looks. We have Goro as a cameo fighter. He has an interesting design. He's a little... Oh, this is going to sound bad, but I think he's a little too dark. I'm not really a fan of that. He's also really short and stocky. I don't know. Not really a fan of how Goro looks. Not really a fan of him just being a cameo fighter. But whatever. Melina's design does look really good. Got some more Raiden. He has his fly ability, which looks a bit different. This stage is something that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. This is the Living Forest, or a different version of the Living Forest. As you can see on some of the trees, there are like faces in them that you can't really see that well, but this is some version of the Living Forest, which I think is super, super cool. That is awesome. But yeah, something you also notice, if we go back a little bit, here, can't really see it. It kind of goes by a bit fast, but Kung Lao is his MK2 design. So, if we look back on all the characters so far, all of the characters have had their MK1 or MK2 designs as their cameo designs, which I think is intentional. I'm not sure if you can change the skins of the cameo fighters, but yeah, so if we look back, Sonya had her MK1 design. She was in MK2, so I don't think she could have had her MK2 one. Kano had his MK1 design, again, was in MK2. Jax had his MK2 design. I think, did he have the metal arms? Let me go back and check. Did he have metal arms? No, he doesn't. So yeah, that is pure MK2 Jax. But yeah, let's go back to where we were. Right here. So yeah, it's interesting that they're only going with the MK2 designs. Even for Scorpion, Sub-Zero, they have their MK2 ones, not their MK1 ones. They got some more. Oh, and we got Stryker with his MK3 design. Yeah, Stryker, he makes sense as a cameo fighter, but I think he's a really cool addition. I like how it's purely his MK3 design, even though literally nobody likes that design at all. But yeah, we got another very good looking stage. I love the colors. I love the atmosphere, the fireworks, and all that stuff. This is like the perfect blend of like being a more traditional style while also not being like super militaristic, because the problem with Mortal Kombat 11 was it was very colorful, which was awesome, amazing. It was very vibrant, but the problem is that like they kind of make the characters look super armory and MCU like, But in this game, they look more traditional while still keeping the same amount of color, which I love. You got Jax as like kind of a breaker. Is that what it was? So it looks like cameo fighters will be the new breakers. That's interesting. Makes sense. Oh, we have X-ray again. Yeah, dual X-rays, which means there are going to be a lot of them, right? There's going to be a lot of X-rays unless there's kind of like just preset moves and like it'll kind of just be mixed and matched. Because if it's not, then there's going to be a lot of X-rays for every single character combination. That sort of obliterated his entire head. Like, that should have killed him. It went through his entire spinal cord. But, oh, yeah, we're getting to fatalities now. As you can see, Johnny Cage not looking so good. Went through his legs, and then his head, and it looks like he slices in half. Kano, so cameo fighters will have their own X-rays or fatalities as well. Got Scorpion, Kenshi in his more classic outfit with the blindfold. Another Raiden fatality. Got Mortal Kombat. Yeah. So yeah, Sub-Zero doing his classic fatality. Wait, I know this is not a good moment, but I think that guy we saw at the beginning with Kung Lao, I think that is Raiden because it looks very similar here, and I think this is Raiden. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's like the same design we had earlier. So I think that guy from the beginning was Raiden. Yeah, Scorpion doesn't really do anything in this fatality. Like, Sub-Zero just goes up to him, rips his head off, and Scorpion's just like, yeah, we did it, Sub-Zero. And Sub-Zero's like, we? But yeah, I think that's it for the trailer. It's on our blood. September 19th. Pre-order to get Shang Tsung. Interesting how we didn't get anything for Shang Tsung. But, yeah. So, yeah, that was a lot to talk about with that trailer. There was a lot of stuff in it, but not really as much as I thought there would be. I thought there was going to be more 3D era characters. Originally on Twitter, I was like, no 3D era characters, but then I remembered, oh wait, Kenshi. Does he really count though? I mean, he's been in, what, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X, he missed out Mortal Kombat 11, but how many games has he been in, like, since his debut? I think MK11 is the only game he has missed out since his debut in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, so he's not really the type of 3D era characters we wanted. So hopefully they add more. Ed Boon basically confirmed it on Twitter. He said characters like my MK4 characters were going to be in it. And Brusque Poet made a post talking about, hey, we should have these characters. And Ed Boon responded with like a happy gif or something. But yeah, hopefully we should be getting more. But yeah, so far this game looks really, really good. Graphically, I think it looks amazing, and people aren't being grateful because I'm seeing a lot of people complaining that the graphics aren't completely 100% photorealistic. And, I mean, how many times do we have to do this? Mortal Kombat X, look at the graphics of that game before it was actually released. Look at it like when it was in its early stages of being shown off. It looked bad. Same thing with Injustice 2. Do you remember what Supergirl looked like? She was hideous. Even Mortal Kombat 11. Remember Ronda Rousey as Sonya? She originally looked terrible. But then, when the game came out, oh wait, she looked fine. So, you guys are being very ungrateful because this is basically, so far from what I'm seeing, it's still an upgrade from Mortal Kombat 11's graphics. It's not bad. So, like, I don't know what you guys are, like, getting so frustrated about because it's not... It's something that's going to be fixed, and it's not even a big deal anyway, since at the end of the day, it's still an upgrade. Like, I'm sorry that you guys just want everything to be completely 100% photorealistic. In fact, I don't even want that for MK. I don't want everything to be super realistic. Like I said early in this video, I don't want everything to be super grounded, realistic. There are some things you just can't do and make it look photorealistic, so I like that this game isn't trying to do that. Like, it's not going to look like how it is in the trailer. And even then, it doesn't even look too different from the trailer. Like, it looks similar enough. But, you know, I'm going on a tangent here. I don't want to make this into a rant video. Yeah, this is a very, very good trailer. We found out some other stuff with Jean-Claude Van Damme, some gameplay stuff. Meters are coming back, and we saw a little bit of the cameo features. So, yeah, I'm liking how this game is looking so far. There are some things that I'm not a huge fan of, like some stuff just seems like changes for the sake of being changed, but so far I am optimistic about this game's future, and I am very excited to learn more. We should be getting more stuff just with this gameplay review. We should be getting at least something once a month, maybe twice a month. So yeah, I will be covering all of that stuff, and I will be doing a reaction video for when Noob Saibot gets revealed to this game. Because he will be revealed for this game. He will be in it. Right? Right, NRS? Right, Ed Boon? Noob Saibot will be in this game, and he will be Bihan. It won't be just some random other Wraith. That would be dumb. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment down below your thoughts on Mortal Kombat 1, and that's it for this video, my fellow oddities. See you next time.